So it's no secret that home equity has been a hot topic in real estate news lately. And if you've been following along, you might have heard that there's a growing number of homeowners with negative equity. But please don't let the headlines scare you. That would be scary. In truth, the headlines don't give you all the information that you really need to understand what's happening and at what scale. I'm Shannon Ellison with the Walker team, and let's break down one of the big equity stories that you might be seeing in the news, and then what's actually taking place. So one piece of news that's circulating out there focuses on the percentage of homes purchased in 2022 that are currently underwater. The term underwater refers to a scenario where a homeowner owes more on the loan than the house is actually worth. And this, of course, was a huge issue in the housing market when it crashed back in 2008, but it's much less significant today. Media coverage right now is based loosely on a report from Black Knight. The actual report from the source says this: of all homes purchased with a mortgage in 2022, 8% are now at least marginally underwater, and nearly 40% have less than 10% equity in their home. So let's unpack that for a moment and provide a little bit bigger of a picture. The data-bound report from Black Knight is talking specifically about homes purchased in 2022. But the media headlines don't always mention that time frame to provide the surrounding context about how unusual of a year that 2022 was for the housing market. Homeowners who bought their home last year right at the peak or who paid more than the market value in the months that followed are more likely to fall into the category of being marginally underwater. And the qualifier for marginally is another key piece of the puzzle, and the media isn't necessarily including that in their coverage. So what does that mean for those who purchased a house in 2022? It's important to remember owning a home is a long-term investment. It's not a short-term play. When headlines focus on the short-term view, they're not necessarily providing a full context. Typically speaking, the longer that you stay in your house, the more equity you gain as you pay down your loan and home prices appreciate. With recent market conditions, you may not have gained significant equity right away if you've owned the home for just a few months. But it's also true that many homeowners who just recently bought their house are unlikely to be looking to sell right away. Not to mention, they probably love their interest rate if they locked it in. The bottom line is, with everything, knowing context is so important. As always, I'm Shannon Ellison with the Walker team of Intero, here to educate and navigate, not speculate and fabricate. If you have questions about real estate headlines, or if you just want an update on the local market, let's connect.